Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. On this day, 3,749 into it. Hey John, welcome to the stream, right on time. We're getting a head start on my Sunday procrastinations, doing it on a Saturday. Gasp. What? Since when am I not procrastinating? I mean, it's only one day. Don't lose yourself over it. I figured I'd get it in. Family's out right now. Son's sleeping. I got a moment in time. Let's do this. You thought something was weird? No, it is. It's weird. I don't have these moments often. We're gonna do that Crash the Titans early this time, and not on a stress-filled sort of thing. I mean, unless my son wakes up, and then it's stress-filled. I love him, but he's young. For this week's Crash the Titans, we get to go against these two nodes that don't look the same. Think everyone. My lord, I'm really tired of having to fight the same person over and over, both times. So, let's start off with 5-star Spidey as an opponent. And they didn't even give him all his covers. It's like they didn't want him to totally annihilate us. 5-star Black Suit Spider-Man. What's that? Sun not conducive to smooth streaming. This is true. It is true. Or quiet background noise. No. 5-star Black Suit Spidey came into the game in MPQ quite a while back. Just in time and very purposely made to thwart the heavy 4-star Rocket meta that was going on in the game at the time. You had 4-star Rocket kind of disrupting a ton of stuff, making sure everyone starts with all those strikes, right? Well, here comes this guy. So if you were a 5-star player at the time, you had the option of pulling out this guy here who has a passive, and it's very much alive and well on him right now with that 5 purple. That says, well, if you have it at 5, that all the enemy strikes only count up to 1. Basically, they don't do anything. I mean, because 1, come on, it's not worth it. And it makes it free and easy for the enemy team to just ignore those strikes that exist out there. It was pretty much his entire shtick. He has a little bit more going on, but honestly, here, let me go over it with you. His blue is cheap. It only costs 6. It does a stun for a turn, and a little bit of damage. But if you use it when the person is already stunned, he does a bunch more damage. No extra stun, though. Just a ton more damage for the cost of 6. So that was kind of cool at the time. Nowadays, Beta Ray Bill says hi and says, hey, guess what 6 blue can do? His green is super expensive. I want to say it's like 14 or something. It's something ridiculous. It's way too much for what it does. It does do a lot of damage, to be fair, but it's not that much damage. It's not 14 or whatever the cost is, green damage, and it does a stun for a couple turns, which that's cool. By the way, he has this passive that says when the opponent is stunned, he goes invisible. There's no tile, there's no invisibility tile, no countdown or anything. As long as one single opponent on the other side is stunned, Black Suit Spidey is invisible. That really doesn't have any bearing except for when his blue power is going. So when he's invisible, he gets that extra strength out of that 6 blue attack. But I mean, that's it. They really need to rework this guy. I think he could do a lot more thematically. His strikes meaning that they're only worth 1 isn't really worth it in the end of the day. Nowadays, we have so many other ways to counter special tiles. So, come on, devs. Black Suit Spidey needs a little bit of an overhaul. Who we get to go against him with? Sandman, Flint Marco. Sandman came into MPQ quite a while back, like I think even further back than Black Suit, yeah. But he walked in to MPQ with the idea of giving everyone a green team hit that stuns. That's probably the most notable thing I'll give you about Sandman on this entire stream here. He's not that remarkable of a character, but for 9 green, you have a team hit that also stuns the target. That's a rare thing to find. A green stunner. There's not a lot of, green stuns out there, and this guy has a team hit packaged with it. Not bad for 9 green. Beyond that, the rest is a little questionable. You can put your purples to use to make some yellows. Once again, he's a very rare case where purples can equal yellows. 4-star Wilson Fisk says hi. But you swap up to 14 random non-yellow basics, converting 5 of them to yellow. So you're only going to get 5 extra yellow tiles out of this, which is, I guess it's good for making yellow tiles, but if you just want the yellow AP, Wilson Fisk is still the better option for purple to yellow conversion. And then finally you got Sand Smash. I'll even pump it up to 5 so that you see what it's really like. For 10 yellow, create 6, pretty decent projectiles. But then if there's 7 or more of them out there, you remove them all and deal some okay damage. It's really not worth it for that damage. Let me just price this for you right now, reality-wise. 7 or more projectiles, right? But this thing only makes 6. So are you saying that we need to spend 20 yellow to really get to see this thing in action? Without help. I mean, he has to have Bullseye or someone else as a partner, right? To get an extra projectile out there earlier. So by himself, he needs 20 yellow to see the full strength of this power. And even then, if you have 7 or more friendly protects, right, he removes all of them. So you don't get extra damage for the other tiles. It should be damage per projectile if it was, if this was my interpretation, but it's not. So if you have 12 projectiles out there, it's still the same 8,330 damage, and you lost 5 extra tiles. So very lackluster. I put it down to level 3 quite often. I would just stick with the green as your big one because stun for 2 turns is great. Purple to yellow is pretty awesome. Plus, if you're matching yellows, that's one of his damagers. That's one of his match damage things. Yellow is one of his colors. I guess you could make it easier on yourself by putting some sort of support on him to help out. But we're just gonna go kind of naked on this one. Just see what it's like. All natural. Green, purple, yellow against Black Suit Spidey. Okay. I'm sorry, I missed a little bit there, John. What was that? Chaos certainly throws cars too. Yeah, cars. He does throw cars. It's just, you wish it did more. What's up, Kevlar? First time? That's awesome, dude. Welcome to the stream. Sandman's always better when CPUs use him. Isn't that like most characters in Puzzle Quest? Okay, let's get into it. By the way, one-on-one fights, always we turn on the animations because it's one-on-one. Why would we not? Hey, man, glad to have you here. Good to see you here. We're going to start off with, some yellow because honestly, there's no green or purple available. I'm not doing anything to try to thwart Black Suit Spidey's plans. I'm not really that afraid, and I should be. To be quite fair, I should be afraid because he has 5-star match power. But, I don't know. I've got a champed Sandman sitting here. I feel like we'll be okay. And still, they don't give me any green, yellow, purple matches. Whatever, game. I'll just take that team up. See, now he's going to take that blue, unless I do it first. And I think I might, because there's a decent amount of tiles in there. Like this. Doop, ba-doop. There we go. We don't want him having all that blue all at once. That means we're going to be stunned, like, imminently. No one likes that. And now he's taking all that purple, but, surprise, his purple doesn't have an ability. That's his passive. So go ahead and take the purple. Sure, we're sad about it, but not that sad. I'll take that critical. Thank you very much. I guess I'll take the green. I want to fire the green. He wants to fire the green, too. I can't let him have green. So here's a conundrum. I'm going to take this blue so he can't get it, but if I do, he gets all the green. And, well, I guess I'm going to let him have the blue. It's kind of annoying. I'll just take this yellow for now. There you go. He's going to hit me with a big old stun, and that's annoying, but what are you going to do, right? I will take this green? Sure. Go ahead, hit me with it. Bam. It's all good. See, he's invisible. I'm stunned. I come out of stun. He's back to being visible. It's not that big of a deal. It'd be a lot cooler if he had some sort of passive that says, hey, while he's invisible, he does this, that, and the other. You know, kind of like some Yellow Jacket vibes, but he doesn't. So here we are. I guess I'll fire this now. No reason not to have the protects out there. It's not like he being Spidey, does anything with it. I don't know. We'll just take this black. Why not? Why aren't we seeing more greens or yellows or purple? I'll take this blue because, okay, fine. You can have that. Not like I was going to use it. We're going to roll with... There's a lot of boring old red matches out here. I guess I'll do this, set myself up a yellow, watch him take... Oh, nope. I'll just set you up a purple. That's cool. That's what I wanted to do. Oh boy, Tyke Webdo. He's all shadowy now. And he took my green. What a jerk. I think J. Jonah Jameson is right. That Peter Parker's a menace. Not Peter Parker. Spider-Man. It's the same person nowadays, right? They know it in the MCU. I'll just take some team ups for no big deal. Yes, greens. Yes, now I can hit him with the big old greenie. There we go. I'm going to polish it clean. We saw the yellow one. We saw the green one. We did not see the yellow with the extra animation. I don't even think it has an extra animation now that I think about it. I guess I have to take the blue? I don't have to, but... Man... Game? I'll take this one. I want the purple. Oh, wow. It just kind of gave it to me. Silver platter and all. I'll take this. You can have the blue. Oh, yep. No blue for you. Haha. Could I see the full yellow animation? I guess so. Look at this. Boom. I didn't think we were going to get to see it this time. Yay! We had to spend 20 yellow to get that, people, but here we are. Okay, yeah, don't care about that. The Sandhammer. Yep, that's right. Okay, other one. Let's go against 4-star Elektra. One of the earliest MPQ 4-stars. I think we've been over this before. Probably multiple times, but let's just recap real quick for people newer to this. She was the first one to come into the game and say, hey, I got a purple that's going to steal your tiles, and I'm gonna put out some cheap old tiles that you can play with in the meantime. Some cheap enemy strike tiles. It was very unique. She had that very unique shtick, and it's only for 7. It was cheap, it was effective, it was very useful. Her black making traps, those shadow steps that say that whenever anything damages her, she just kind of just gets rid of a trap herself, takes no damage from that hit, and then deals damage back to the opponent. And by the way, she gets the 1 black AP that trap was worth. It's a great ability. Shadow Step is still a good ability. It's not super strong, not super meta, but at the same time, it's definitely worth its cost. It's a good ability. And finally, there's her red, which makes another trap that doesn't really do trap-like things. It's just a tile that says as long as it exists, every turn it's going to do damage to the opponent and steal, well, at level 5, 1 red, 1 black, and 1 purple AP. This is all with the current buffs she currently has. She used to be, well, not so cool. Her 435 but 270. I know, right? They're cheating somehow, John. I see that too. Maybe they just, much like Black Suit, they didn't want to go all hard on us. They kind of reduced a level for some reason. Anyways, her purple, if memory serves me correctly, didn't used to steal strikes, attacks, and protects. It used to only steal strikes. Shadow Step I don't think was really touched much, but her red used to only, I want to say it didn't steal all 3 colors. I feel like her red only stole red AP, if anything, something like that. I feel like it didn't steal everything. I could be a little off on that, but Anyways, she has been through the ringer a little bit, nerfed and buffed. And, well, this is what we have today. And she's still decently good. I don't think she's meta. She's just more like, she's not a bad character. That's all. She unfortunately has the flaw of needing AP to be cool. But hey, most characters have that flaw, right? Okay, Sandman, let's take on Electra and let's make it an even match. Heal you up. If you're gonna go into these fights and you really want like an extra, effort, you could always throw on some sort of, support that you've gotten throughout time. The devs, the developers have done a really good job of, well, I should say a really generous job of giving us the Power Stone. And if you have the option of putting this Power Stone on your person when you go into any Crash of the Titans, it will make it infinitely easier. Why would it be like that? Well, look at that championed character ability. I'm assuming you have them champed. If you don't, well, then don't bother. But here, for champed characters, once per turn, when the supported character makes a match, there's almost, level 150, almost a 10% chance to fire one of their powers at no cost. If you have the Power Stone, which they gave us for free, leveled up to 150, it's a great boon to put on your character in Crash of the Titan matches. I'm not going to do it because that would make this too short. So let's get into it. Come on, Flint Marco versus Red Lady. That's her canon name. No, I'm joking. We're going to start off with, oh boy. I guess I'll take the match 4 of yellow down there. Yeah, better than the 555 cheats. I hate that when they do that. Was that I had the Power Stone trigger consecutive turns on Okoye yesterday? Awesome, dude. It's so nice. I'm going to take this match 4 of yellow, but let me just say down here, if she takes this black downwards and makes a black-red combo, that's going to suck. And I can see that easily happening. No, it's okay. Take the yellow and green. It's not like I'm going to use it. This computer has no respect. What didn't we see? Did we, not see the purple ability? Or did we see all the abilities last time? I think we didn't get to see the purple one, right? I feel like we didn't watch the purple ability go off. We did yellow. And we did green. And then we did yellow again. Do we get to see purple? Yeah, we didn't get to see purple. Thank you, John, for confirming. Like, there was some sort of voice in my head. It's like, no, we did. We totally saw it. And I'm like, no, voice in my head, you're wrong. See if we can get the purple one to go off. We don't want her to have purple anyway, so it kind of works. Ooh, this will buy us some time. We'll just stun her for a moment. We'll sandblast her, maybe leave her a nice shine. Well, there's a single purple over there and all that yellow. Gotta take it. Evil Pie said, sure you did. Evil. I have Army of Darkness in my head from that. I want that purple, but I don't want to leave it exposed. There's nothing that she really wants around here. I'll just take that green, I guess. Hey, she'll be the purple. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of red, though. Well, you get to see her ballet. It's funny that she's got a ballet skill, but Black Widow doesn't have some ballet skill on one of her many incarnations. Isn't it just me, or shouldn't there be a ballet skill somewhere on one of the Black Widow things? Some sort of Red Room remembrance thing. There we go. That worked out pretty good. And then we're going to do some sand smashing. I guess we'll take some more purple because she wants it and we don't like her to have what she wants. So that ballet could have hurt a lot more, but these projectiles are doing their job. Yay, projectiles. Yeah. I mean, Why wouldn't it have that? It's kind of weird. Like, this is the only ballet reference in the game, but there's a couple of characters that had ballet roots. Can I call it that? Roots? Let's take this team up. Oh, I'm gonna fire it again. She's got 2 ballet tiles out there. Yes, both will be triggered, so they each do their thing every turn. Somewhere in there is a red, a purple, or a black trap tile. 2 of them, really, that are doing that damage. You really need those projectiles in times like this. Uh-oh. That's gonna suck. And she's got Shadow Step out there. So it's gonna be annoying for a few turns. I guess I'll match this red in hopes that I get rid of a ballet. Oh boy. I guess I'll get rid of this. Hoping to get rid of some shadow steps. I can talk. And let's move it down to the yellow greens. Like, I'm still winning this fight, but she's creeping up a little faster than what she would normally without those abilities out. I guess I'll get more green. Yeah, she's done after this. She doesn't have the defense to withstand another sand blast. Here we go. I'm just gonna buff that spot right there. Shiny. Here we go. We'll take those points, that legendary token. And that is how Sandman gets his legendary tokens. Sweet. I think, and I'm just gonna say out loud here, I think that the next poll session is gonna be happening next week. I mean, because we have the newest 5-star, and Weapon Hex, and she hasn't hit latest legends yet, so it's probably gonna happen here pretty shortly. Also, Angela, this new 4-star, I haven't pulled the cover for her yet, but I mean, is anyone else with me on this? I don't feel like there's a lot going on. I could be off. Maybe I just don't know enough yet. But you have this first ability for 5 red, which is nice and cheap. Don't get me wrong. But it just basically says if you target the first person, and that person is going to take, you take reduced damage from them, you deal extra to them, etc., etc. It seems like the sort of thing that's kind of like Valkyrie, but you just have to hit the first person, the person in front. I can see that being somewhat annoying, like if some opposing team puts Beta Ray Bill in front but Polaris is behind him, you probably want to hit Polaris, but your prey is set to Beta Ray Bill. Nothing for nothing is always nice just because it's a passive. Passives in this game rule the world. This one just says, hey, at the start of the turn, if her team has taken X amount of damage since the last time it was triggered, you create a protect tile. Whenever her allies fire a power, you create a strike tile. That's not bad. It's just, you're not getting your strikes unless you fire off actual abilities. And nowadays, we don't fire abilities that often. I mean, although Multiple Man has kind of changed that a bit. Multiple Man fires tons of abilities. And then finally, this Naglfar beacon. Can we say that 3 times fast? Naglfar. Sandman likes that passive. This, you know what? You're not wrong. Let's see. I'm taking a total damage since last time, but try to create a protect tile. Huh. Yeah, look at that. An extra protect tile to put him over the edge. That's fun. Sandman would also just like a buff. Let's just be real. Anyways, the beacon over here deals some damage to enemy team, ignoring airborne. That sort of topic's coming up more and more often. People that ignore airborne, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Airborne used to be like a safe haven, but we're getting past that, I guess. You get a 3-turn repeater that deals damage each turn and creates a copy of itself when it's activated or matched away if there are less than 3 of those repeaters. If it's fired when there are already 3 or more of those repeaters, you just get to fortify them. It seems like just extra touches of damage that are really annoying and hard to get rid of. But hey, you know what? If you get to 8 black and you fire it off there, I guess, 4 stars kind of need that push nowadays, because 5 stars are ruling the world lately. I know we get 4-star ascended characters, but man, there's a lot of good 5 stars. It's harder and harder to punch up with such good 5 stars lately. Like trap shooting the airborne. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for me for now. We did our Crash of the Titan featuring Sandman. Thanks for joining me, John, and thanks for joining me, Kevlar. It's good to see you in here as a first timer. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys really soon when we do our polls this upcoming week. Later, everybody.